Okay, good afternoon. It's Saturday, December 31st. I guess Happy New Year's thing to say. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to make some lacto-fermented beets, parsnips, and carrots. I already have a jar going here of the beets. See if you can see them. Got the little fermentation lock on top, and they're bubbling away. I have a friend with a little bit of an anemia issue, so I'm going to go ahead and make a couple of jars of the beets, rich in iron. So I'm going to double down with the probiotic aspect of the lacto-fermented beets, and they'll be doubly healthy. So anyway, here's kind of the start here. Only got one person to do the camera, that's me, so I'm gonna have to pause it and come back and pause it and come back, so on and so forth. So anyway, here's the peeled beets, carrots, and 2 out of the 3 parsnips are peeled. Don't know if I'm going to need all 3, but I'm going to go ahead and prep them, and I'll be back to show you what that looks like. Okay, got the beets cut up into about a 1/2-inch dice. Put them in there. Going to cover them up with the brine. A little fun side thing when you do this, you get beet hands. Yikes! Whoa! Anyway, brine is basically a tablespoon of sea salt. If I can back up and get it here. Tablespoon of sea salt and a cup of water. So I've got 2 of each in there, and I'm going to pour in there. If I can do this without making a mess here. Kind of hard to do. I don't know where to aim the camera or the phone. Alright, here we go. I'm going to fill it up. I'm going to top it off. And saved the top end of the beet to kind of stick it in there and shove it down to make sure that everything stays underneath the brine. Alright, back in a sec here. Okay, put the lid on. And this is, of course, well, gosh, I can't do this with one hand. The fermentation lock. See if I can get that cap on there. I'm going to have to set, there we go. Anyway, okay, there's 2 of them going. This one has been going overnight. You can see the, I don't know if you can or not, but the little fermentation lock is pushed right up to the top there. That means that carbon dioxide is being pushed out. This one, about 6-8 hours, will be doing the same. So back in a little bit just to have a look at it. Well, actually, to show you the parsnips and the... Okay, have the carrots and the parsnips prepped. Just cut them into sticks. Did 2 each. There's no way I'm going to get all of this into a quart jar, so I'm going to get as much of it as I can in there, and whatever's left over, toss it with some olive oil, salt and pepper, and throw it in the oven and roast it sometime this weekend, and it'll be just as tasty. So anyway, now comes the fun part, trying to jam all these things in there, and we'll see how that works out. Back in a bit. Okay, one more thing here. I had some ginger, so I'm going to go ahead and I've cleaned that up. I'm going to throw that in the bottom of the jar, and it'll give it a bit of a different flavor profile. Hopefully it'll kick it up a bit. So just wanted to mention that before I start throwing everything into the jar. Okay, there we go. It was not easy getting all those in there, and I'm pretty sure I shouldn't have packed them that tight, but I'll just have to leave it in the brine for a little bit longer. Still have quite a bit left, but I did get quite a bit in there. So I'm going to go ahead and pour the brine over the top now. Again, that's 2 cups of water to 2, and I should say 2 tablespoons of sea salt. Go ahead and pour it to cover. And saved a couple of the ends of the parsnip. Well, I don't know if that's not going to go down in there very well. And we'll see. Probably should have left a little more headspace. So hopefully we won't have a disaster here, but I don't know, with this system I think it'll be alright. I'm going to set the phone down for a second, put this on, and put the fermentation lock on. Okay, there we go. There we go, the final product here. We have on the right, we have the beets that have been fermenting for about 18 hours now. And then of course the ones we just did. So we'll have a look-see in about 6 to 8 hours, and hopefully they'll start fermenting as well. I'm probably going to let the carrots and the parsnips go for a good, 6-7 days because they're jammed in there so tight. The beets probably will be ready to go in 3 days. So anyway, that was a little adventure in lacto-fermenting root vegetables. Today it was beets for the iron, the benefits of the iron, and the carrots and the parsnips for the flavor and the vitamin C and the vitamin A. And all of it is probiotic, so that's going to be double healthy. So that was fun, and until next time, hasta pronto.